Morning, folks. This is the third place game of the O-Town Showdown. Storm are in black today. They're playing Waconia in the white. Off the opening face-off, Waconia is here in the Storm zone. To our right, that's Sam Miller, number 33 in net. He watches that one go wide. I think Waconia is a pretty good squad. We'll have to see how things go today. They get a good shot right off the bat. That goes wide. Sam, though, has to be wary. That was almost a wraparound. Another shot towards the net, so good pressure off the opening face-off by Waconia. This puck comes back to the point. Number 12 there just whips it around behind. Elliott gets pushed off. And that pass is intercepted, so pressure continues. Saved by Sam, and a whistle here. That puck wasn't covered. So early on, all the play has been down in the Minneapolis zone. We'll get a line change here. Face off in the Storm zone. Line change here, D-pair change. We'll see if the Minneapolis squad can get the puck out. They do here. That's deflected, and looks like it'll come down on net. Waconia goalie. He's a big goalie. He steers that one aside. Storm have a little pressure here. That's Vincent, number 12. He gets it out to Jack at the point. Jack's able to hold and send it towards the net, but it doesn't get through as Waconia intercepts, and they head back. Down the right wing here, that pass goes into the corner. Waconia's got a mix of bigger guys and smaller guys. They look pretty skilled. Lots of pressure. This is a shot that goes in over Sam's right shoulder, so an early deficit for the Storm. 13:08 to go here in the first. Back in action here. Minneapolis will try to regroup after that early goal by Waconia. I'm just guessing this is probably the best team we'll play in this tournament based on how they've looked to start here. They seem much more aggressive than some of the other teams we played. There's a check in the corner. Silas absorbs that. Puck comes around to Jackson, number 16. He turns it out front. Ben Lano's going to try to work with this. Silas gets it at center ice, pops off his stick though, and Waconia moves out. Oh, big hit there by Jackson. Good physical play. See if Ben can get in. He's got two guys on him. Puck comes up the boards. Little battle at the top of the circle there. Waconia moves out of the zone. Silas is right on his man. He dumps it in. That puck is sent to Ben, who gets it to Silas. Silas got five guys around him, so he dumps it in. Goes off on a line change. Waconia breaks out with numbers here. Good pass to the center. Now the wing on the right here, number 41, his shot goes well wide. Damian tries to emerge from the pile, and he does. He's got a guy right on him. Theo's coming down the middle with him. Ooh, player took a spill. Damian's still trying to control it. His stick is being held. Will shot deflects. Oh, off of Theo's skate, and is laying in the crease. And Damian. Finally, Damian's able to get on the board. Tie game. 11:04 left here, so that goal we thought Damian might get yesterday, he got it today. Good response by Minneapolis there. Good shift by that line to get a goal, tie it up, back to square. Unassisted goal for Damien to get Minneapolis on the board. Now we get the Bennett, Vincent, and Sam line. This has been a good line too. We'll see if they can put some pressure on. That puck's up off the boards. Julian steps away from a hit, but he took that one from behind by number 50. That kind of a little questionable, but doesn't get called. There's a big hit by Vincent. He did hit him from the front, so that's good. Bennett's able to recover. He's going to move and send this one wide. Sam McGrath down in the corner here. Tips it around the defender. But Waconia is able to move out. They have put some good passing plays together here to get down into the Storm zone. Again, 1-1. 9:58 left in the first. Storm have not trailed much in this tournament, so it's nice to see them come back and tie it up after that early deficit. Here's a break. Bennett's going to move out with Sam. Oh, Bennett got tripped, and that will be a penalty. That was a pretty clear infraction. The Storm are going to go on the power play here with 9:38 to go. All right, so the Storm have a power play here. Bennett, Vincent, and Damien are out with Jack and River on the points. A little bit of a switch on the power play here. Damien, who scored that goal, gets it over to Bennett. Bennett's got his head up looking to see who's available. He's going to send it over for Jack. That was a little away from Jack, so he had to push it down to the corner. Damien's there. 3 forwards behind the net for the Storm. They're going to get a couple out front. Oh, there's that Vincent wraparound attempt that he likes so much. That didn't go. This cross ice pass misses, and Waconia is going to ice it, which again you can't do at the Bantam level when you're killing the penalties. So back we go. 1:21 left on the power play. Back on the power play here in the Waconia zone. Storm switch up the power play unit. Julian and Elliott are out now with Ben, Theo, and Sam up front. Ben's pass doesn't make it through. Theo's not able to contain that, and Waconia breaks out here in front of us. That long shot steered aside by Sam into the corner. Should thank our coaches, Brendan and Patrick, the co-head coaches. They've done a great job this year. And we sometimes fail to mention them, but they put a lot of time and effort into keeping these guys on their toes and knowing what to do heading into each game. Looks like, again, they mix up the power plays just a little bit. Little coaching tweak. Only 24 seconds to go. Storm have been unable to keep the pressure on. They're down here in their own zone with the man advantage. Julian's going to try to change that. He gets a pass out to Sam. That eludes him. Good penalty kill here by Waconia. They send it deep again, and this one is going to be an icing. Sam stayed right still in the middle there, but he knew it was going wide, so back we go. Sorry about that. I mean to mute, and I flipped the camera, and you had to look at me briefly, so I apologize. Back we go with yet another icing on Waconia. That face-off, puck comes back to Jack. He's going to try to get it over the river, but there was a Waconia forward coming out, so Jack's pass was a little off the mark. Storm have to regroup. Ben Lano trying to get it. He gets a shot on net, and the rebound popped right out to Silas, but it just went through his skates. Jack with a good play to get it to Jack's son. He moves it up. Ben, good play to intercept that. Here's Silas. Nice little maneuver. Jackson keeps it and throws it on net, but maybe the net is off. Yeah, the net's off, so we get a whistle here. All right, 6:52 left here in the first period. Tie game, 1-1. Storm have a good team to deal with here. Waconia has put a lot of pressure on. Shots on goal are 3-2, actually in favor of Minneapolis. Music is pretty loud here, so I got to mute in between. As you all know, if you've tuned in before. There's Julian. He swings that one around. Theo moves the puck up to Damien. Damien with some good pressure forces Waconia back. They get the puck out to center ice. And deep where Julian is going to try to hit Theo along the near boards. That didn't work, and Waconia moves in. That pass went wide, so here's Will. 3 players for Waconia collided there, but they do come out with the puck. They have a man open out front, but Julian, good anticipation there. He steps in the way, and he's going to lead the rush back the other way. He comes down to the corner here, throws it out front, almost went off a skate and in. I think that was Damien. Waconia tried to ice it, but it didn't work. Puck does pop out though, and that one did stay onside. Damien with a hard shot. He likes to shoot from anywhere. Waconia turns their head down. Number 12 makes a nice little pull-up move and just didn't connect with number 97 there. Puck tries to be pushed out front by Waconia, but Minneapolis is able to grab it. That's Will, number 7. He decides to play the puck deep. Sam, number 4, is headed in to battle a couple Waconia players. Vincent, number 12, is there to help. Puck doesn't make it to the net, and that one was flipped high and deep. It looks like that will stop prior to the goal line, so no icing here. 4:40 to go. Again, we're tied at 1. Waconia scored early, but then Damien got a goal, and we're back even. Again, this is the 3rd place game of this tournament. That was a complicated scoring system to figure out who played when and where and why. It's not a normal bracket type thing, so Storm will be playing for 3rd here today. Vincent, Sam, and Bennett come out. River shot from the point was deflected. Vincent's able to track it down in the corner. He's got Bennett behind the net. That's Sam now cruising in. He takes a big hit. Jack's got to back up along with River. 3 Waconia players rushing here. Another one on the other side. Jack's able to deflect that and chase the player behind the net. Gives him a shove. They run into the ref. Rivers out front covering his man. Now he goes behind the net. Came out to the other side. Jack's got to get in the way of that one. Oh, Bennett almost had a break. Puck's just kind of flopping around here. Big hit there. Oh, and that's going to be a penalty somehow? Elbow? No. Okay. So the Storm will have to kill a penalty here. That was an elbowing call on Bennett. From this angle, looked like a clean hit, but again, we don't have the stripes or the whistle, so not our call to make. The Storm are going to have to kill off a penalty against this good Waconia team. We'll see what their power play looks like. Again, they have some players who can skate, handle the puck. Oh, number 12 tripped Sam on his way down, but that wasn't called. This puck does come outside to center ice, so.
This power play is brought to you by Pizza Ranch. Thank you for sponsoring the Waconia Hockey.
Power play brought to us by Pizza Ranch, they just announced, if anybody wonders or cares. Storm changed their penalty killers here. Vincent's in deep, 1-on-3. Ben's out now, along with Julian and Elliott on the back end. That long shot, hard wrister, goes over the net. There's another penalty on the Storm. That was a clear trip. So they're going to be down 2 men. 50 seconds left here on the first penalty. And there's a goal for Waconia. Some confusion there over what would happen. There was a delayed penalty being called and Waconia scored. So what they did is they erased that first penalty, but then are going to make Elliott serve his tripping in full. So the Storm, again, after having that goal scored, shorthanded, they're going to have to kill off another penalty, full 2 minutes. Jack's able to move up. He's one of the penalty killers. He's got Ben with him. Jack heads up the wing. Let's see what he does here. He tries to get it to Ben. Jack stays with it. But 97 for Waconia is able to move it out. Julian has a man with him, but he's able to get in front, and in one of his patented moves, he throws it up in the air on the backhand and clears. So again, the Storm find themselves down by a goal. There's a minute 16 left on the clock, a minute left on the penalty kill. Good clear there by the Storm. Now Damian and Will are out on the penalty kill. Back end's going to switch here to Sam and River. Waconia number 43 moves in. Ooh, that shot went off the post. Good pass by 43. We've seen that in Minnesota before. Probably going to see a lot of kids wearing that number eventually after Quinn Hughes. The shot from the point goes high and wide. Waconia player is battling Sam McGrath. Sam's able to poke that out to Damien. Damien's going to hustle out and see if he can track this one down. He's cruising. Waconia D gets to it though. That pass results in another odd man rush. 4 seconds left in Elliott's penalty. He's about to step out, and here he comes. He's going to get a break if we can get him the puck, but I don't know if Sam saw him or could get it to him. Now he tries. You could hear Elliott slapping his stick, the old beaver tail. And that's the end of the first. Again, 2-1 in favor of Waconia. Back here at the start of period 2, where Minneapolis finds themselves down by 2-1 to Waconia. Again, this looks like probably the best team that will play in this tournament. A lot of kids who can skate, pass. There's a shot though that deflects off the crossbar. Julian's shot was deflected, and you could see it just hit the top of the bar and go over the net. That was a good attempt right to start the period here. This line is Vincent, Bennett, and Sam. Julian and Elliott back here on D. Julian avoids getting checked from behind there. Swings the puck around. Bennett's going to try to throw it out, but Waconia intercepts. There's a play that is interrupted again by Julian. Elliott's going to go back behind the net. Good move by Elliott to send himself into center ice and beyond. He moves over the blue line. Ran into some interference there from a white jersey. His shot there is deflected, and back to Sam McGrath, who was covering on D. Oh, that one looked onside, but was not, so we have an offside here. Face-off controlled by the Storm momentarily. Waconia gets it back for a second. Jackson turns. He's going to try to go to the far wing to Ben. Ben's able to hold on to that puck for a second. This one's going to come up to the point. Jack tried to send it deep. That got intercepted. Now River has to cruise back. He's got a man right on him doing some stick checking. River's able to keep that one and send it down, but then Waconia zips it right back out where it will maybe reach. Nope, Jack had to get it just before the goal line, so no icing. He didn't really have many options, and he gets hit hard from behind. Need some help here from Silas. There's two players battling for Waconia behind the net. The puck does come out, and Jackson's just going to flip that one down, and that will be an icing. 12:42 to go. Again, Waconia up 2-1 here in the second. All right, the face-off to our left in the Minneapolis zone is controlled by the Storm. Damien had a momentary break. He's in front of us. He's trying to control that. His shot was blocked. Again, these Waconia players are all over our puck carriers whenever we get it. It's not going to be an easy task here to even this up. We have another stream going to our left here, the Waconia streamer. So 2 streams happening, different viewpoints, different outcomes are hoped for. We're hoping to see the Storm come back and tie this. Julian moves up, good play there to grab the puck away from the onrushing forward. He's going to take a long shot. The goalie made a big pad save there. Rebound is cleared. Theo moves in, he absorbs a hit. Play to our right in the corner. Will gets it over to Damien. Will's going to try again. Waconia's definitely physical. They will throw a hit whenever they can. Damien's going to try to power through that. He does. He keeps the puck. He's trying to get it out to Theo on the wing. Theo steps up and he gets slammed to the ice. Damien threw an extra little shoulder there and right in front of the ref, but no call. Damien standing up for Theo, who was knocked down. Everybody's back on their feet now. Elliott sent that one out. The Waconia player, number 91, cruises in. His backhand saved by Sam and cleared by Damien. That one was juicy rebound, but no harm done. Theo loses it. Julian steps up, number 41, able to hold on to the puck and got a shot that was blocked. Here's Theo. Theo's got a man to beat and another man coming back, so 1-on-2. Will's hustling to get in there. See what Theo can do. He's been out there for a bit. Storm are trying to change lines here. That one was hard enough to be an icing, it appears. 10:23 left. Again, Minneapolis trails at the moment. 2-1 to Waconia. River's shot from the faceoff is blocked. Vincent's trying to control it. Bennett, his shot also blocked off his skate. Oh, great shot. Great opportunity there by Vincent. And Bennett and Sam all combined there to try to get that tying goal, but the Waconia goalie was able to stop everything that was thrown his way there in that brief flurry. Another face-up in the Waconia zone. Sent around to the far boards. Jack has to retreat. He throws it in, but that is offside, so we're going to get another face-off here. Quite a few fans on both sides here in the stands. Again, Waconia is in white, about an hour or so south and west of Minneapolis. They are in the Storm zone right now. 9:42 to go. They're playing with a 2-1 lead at the moment. That play doesn't quite connect. River steps up, good D, and the puck stays just inside the zone. But now it pops out to Bennett. Bennett again this weekend has had a couple of great goals. That one is deflected high. 9:22 to go, 2-1 Waconia. Face off in the Waconia zone. Jackson tries to get a shot on net. That bounces wide. Ben's in the corner there getting manhandled, but he stays on his feet. That shot by Jackson made it through. It was on edge, and the goalie was able to jump on it and cover for a faceoff. Another offensive zone faceoff for the Storm, but Waconia hustles out. They're going to have a potential break, but good job by Julian again. He gets in the way to stop that from turning into anything momentarily. Jackson just fires that one down, and that will be an icing. All right, face-off in the Storm zone. Controlled and sent out. Ben tried to send that across to Jackson. That didn't connect, so Waconia will move up. Good hard pass there and good catch in front of us, but Elliott's able to intercept that. Another good pass by Waconia. Julian was not able to connect there. His D partner Elliott's back to help him. This puck does come outside the zone, so back to center ice we go. 8:11 left. Oh, Julian absorbed a big hit and then took a hit to the head there. That was a little extra shove to the back of the head that the player got away with, so we'll see how things go with that sort of play. A little extra physicality. Julian has been known to hit people pretty hard, so we'll see if he decides to do that. There's a play that could have been a penalty, but luckily was not. There's Theo. He had two guys on him. He throws a hit and knocks the man off the puck. That was a good play. Damien's got a battle here again. The Storm are not getting any easy chances. Waconia is all over them every time they have the puck. Another big hit in the corner. That was Damien. Lost his stick. Gave the player an extra shove. The ref is eyeing everything going on. Jack flips one that the goalie gets and then popped out of his glove, but back in, so he'll get a face-off. 7:18 left here in period 2. Damien wins that face-off to the boards, but Waconia is able to move out right in front of us. That pass intercepted by Jack. He throws a backhander out to center. Now they have a little break here. Good pass, good catch by Theo. Damien got that one up. Oh, Theo loses his edge though. Jack gets his stick on that attempted pass, and we got another offside. It was real close, but I think it was offside. We have just under 7 minutes left here in the second. In the Storm are trying to get a tying goal like they did earlier in the game. They were behind 1-0, came back to tie it at 1, but Waconia scored. And they're now up 2-1. Damien's trying to change that here. Good rush. Oh, good stop by Theo to keep the puck in at the blue line, but he got twisted around and the puck ends up heading deep into the corner. Let's see if it goes for an icing, and yep, it will. River, good hustle to get back there. 6:24 left here in period 2. Face off in the Waconia zone. It ends up in the corner. That's Bennett cruising to try to track it down. He's going to look to get it to Vincent, but the Owatonna player gets in the way. Elliott's at the point. He's not able to control. Waconia heads back, and that is waved off. That won't be an icing. Puck kept in at the blue line momentarily. Vincent trying to get it to Bennett. Bennett could have maybe gotten a break there, but the Owatonna D-man got in the way. Here's a puck that does end up again on Bennett's stick. He's going to see if he can break through, and no, a good poke check once again. Got a couple players with pink cowboy hats walking by down there. Sorry, again, wrong button. Back in action, puck at center ice. Jack's trying to keep that one away from the Waconia forward. River comes over to help. Good play there by River to support his D partner, and he moves out. He's going to head up with Bennett to his right. Now he moves in on 3 players. Again, Waconia, every time a guy in black has that puck, there's usually 2-3 white jerseys right on him. So definitely a challenge here today against his team. Jack gets in the way momentarily, and then that was Sam helping out. Jack again on the far boards. Puck ends up behind the net where River's gonna zing it around here. Stays in the zone. That pass though ends up on the stick of Sam. He can't beat the man wide, so he's gonna give it to Vincent. Vincent has Bennett with him, and again, all those white jerseys around. Good hustle by River there, but puck does come out. Vincent and Bennett moving in here. Oh, and they also had Sam, but again, just couldn't quite get that pass to work. I think this line's getting a little tired, so they're going to try to switch soon. Waconia heads in, but they lose control. Now we have a break potentially for Bennett, but he's not quite able to get there. Good play by the Waconia D-man. Held on to that for a minute. Oh, Jack's got a hustle here. Good check by Jack, but the puck ends up on number 43's stick. Oh, the rebound was laying there. Jack pushed it back to Sam, and we stay 2-1 here. 3:51 to go in the second. Back in action, face up in the Storm zone. That puck is intercepted. Jackson has a break. Let's see, the puck's rolling on him. You can see it on end. Oh, he gets a shot off, and there's a rebound. And another one, oh, from his side. Jackson laying down, sent that puck towards the open net, but it just rolled past. Now here's a break for Waconia the other way. Oh, an extra little poke by number 43 after the save. Here's the refs aren't going to say anything. Little end-to-end action there. Great chances for both sides. Jackson couldn't quite put that puck in, laying on his side. He tried real hard, and then on the other end a break where Sam made the first save and absorbed a little slash from a Waconia player. Now here's another break. Sam has no trouble with that one. 3:03 left here in the second. Silas is out for this face-off in his zone. That quick wrister found the top corner. That was a long shot that I don't think Sam saw. He was screened, so Waconia increases their lead 3-1 with 2:59 left. Now the Storm facing a 2-goal deficit late in the second period. And that was a quick wrist shot off the faceoff that hit the top corner through a maze of players. So the Storm find themselves down 3-1, even though the scoreboard hasn't been adjusted. That was a chance for Damien that didn't quite work out. Waconia heads out. Number 12 looks like a pretty good player here. He sends it deep, goes back to the blue line. Intercepted by the Waconia forward coming off the bench, but his shot is blocked. River and Jack back here. Jack's going to try to track this one down just behind the ref. He got out of the way of a pretty big attempted hit there. And Waconia is playing with an edge here. Everything they're doing is a little extra on the physical side. We'll see if that turns in any penalties later on. About 2 minutes left here in the second. Again, the Storm find themselves down 3-1 to Waconia. Third place game of the O-Town Showdown tournament. We'll see if Minneapolis has some comeback magic. They've had some good chances this period, just haven't been able to convert. No real clear shots against this team. Waconia has been tough defensively. Next goal is a big one. Storm want to cut it to 1 goal, not go down by 3. That puck just misses the net, so we have another icing. Face off to the right of Sam Miller. That shot deflected wide by the Waconia player. Bennett's going to try to control here. He does step around the D. He's got a couple guys with him, but again, 2 white jerseys on him as he was trying to move in, and the puck ends up back in the neutral zone. Elliott was not able to hang on to that. Here's a break. Number 43 cruising in. He's got some net, but he shoots it wide on the short side. Oh, big slash on Julian. Goes uncalled on his stick. And a big hit on Julian goes uncalled. So that pass just didn't work, but Bennett's able to retrieve it. 3-on-2 for the Storm. See what they can do with this. Typically they like to try to get it out front, but again, good defense by Waconia. Number 43 again. He had that last rush. This time Julian cruises in and is able to, and Julian's going to get called for a shove at the end there. Kind of the same things that Waconia has been doing to us. Julian did, and now he's going to sit in the box. Storm find themselves on the penalty kill here with just 20 seconds to go, down by 2. So this is going to carry over into the third, this power play, if Waconia doesn't score. Nice D-to-D pass there. That hard shot sent wide. That was a cross-check on Julian. His mom voiced her displeasure with that. Julian's dad, Coach Chris, is on the bench today. He got to see that up close. So end of 2. Storm find themselves down 3-1. Start of the third. Again, the Storm find themselves down 3-1 to Waconia. Third place game of the O-Town Showdown. They have to kill a penalty to start the third. 1:23 left on that. It was a cross-checking call to Julian. River, Jack, Silas, and Jackson are out. That puck's kept in at the point. Sam makes the save and squeezes it in his glove. Shots on goal are pretty even here. Waconia has 13, Storm have 11. But again, the Minneapolis squad is killing a penalty here. Oh, that pass out front didn't quite connect. That was close. Another one, high slot. Sam, good blocker save, I think off his arm. Right above his blocker. He steered that one into the corner. Elliott tries to walk out. He lost it. Now we have Elliott and Jack out there with Jackson. Oh, little miscommunication there. I think both D-men thought the other one was going to take that guy. He walked out and popped it into the far corner. So now 4-1 Waconia here in the third. That's a power play goal for Waconia. That one hurts, puts them up 4-1. And we should mention this has been a lot of hockey here. Game Friday night, 2 games yesterday. Game here Sundays. So, you know, we might have some tired players, some guys who might be nursing some injuries. Good effort from the Storm today, but Waconia has been tough to deal with. They are quick to jump on a player with the puck. Theo here is going to try to get around a guy. He does momentarily. But again, another player's in to support right away. Julian, nice play to intercept, and he'll throw that one wide. Looks like Will's going to have a chance here. Oh, he was thinking about maybe a snapshot. That didn't work out. Theo's in the corner there. He gets a puck to Damien, but Damien loses it, so Waconia again breaks out. They have 3 players. 2 defensemen are back for the Storm. That shot is scooped up by Sam. 12:53 to go. Again, Storm find themselves down 4-1. Face off in front of Sam. Puck comes back to the point. River has it in his skates. He's able to get it to the corner. Bennett tries to get it up to Vincent. Jack blocks that shot right off his shin pad. You could hear that from up here. Oh, Sam is able to see that through 3 players, and he makes the save. Face off to the right of Sam in net. Storm are trying to get this puck out and down to the Waconia zone to see if they can get some shots on net. They haven't had many in the last, I guess, period or so. Waconia has kind of taken over, and they've expanded their lead 4-1. This break is Bennett. That's Bennett trying to get that puck. He had a guy on him who's staying on him and hitting him a number of times. Bennett and Vincent are now working together. That's Bennett who's going to try to track it down. Vincent gets it. He's got 2 Waconia players on him. There's an attempted check by Bennett that allows the River to get a shot towards the net, but that's deflected. Vincent keeps it for Bennett. Bennett throws it out front. It pops to River. Bouncing puck. Oh, that didn't get through. I think that hit Bennett maybe. Now Jack has to retreat. He's got a player right on him. He plays it up the boards, but the Waconia player flips it right back. Jack's going to have to try the same thing. This puck now, hard shot deflected by River into the corner. He throws it up. Bennett lets it go through. Number 41 for Waconia with a good head of steam coming around the bend. His pass from the wing ended up at the point. That shot goes wide. And this puck comes out to center. Sam's able to intercept. He's got Bennett all alone. Oh, beautiful save by the Waconia goalie. Bennett was able to get that shot off. Oh, and Sam again out front. And there's Vincent. Vincent finally scores. So not sure if at home you could see that clearly, but there was a big mess in front of the net, and eventually after a number of shots, Vincent was able to put that puck in. Now the Stormer, well, they had a chance there that was broken up. So they cut the lead 4-2 here. We have about 10.5 minutes to go. Waconia comes right back. Number 43, he's been dangerous. Not a big kid, but he's been all over today. There is a player wide open in the high slot. Sam's motioning to have somebody cover him. There's Sam trying to get in the way. That shot right into Sam's glove. 10:08 to go again. 4-2 Waconia. So the deficit now for Minneapolis is 2 goals. 4-2 Waconia. We'll see if they can get the next one. That would be big because that might put a little doubt into the Waconia team. But they're cruising in here. That one again, they keep shooting to Sam's glove, and he keeps grabbing them and saving them. Face off in the Storm zone. Jack sends a pass that almost got intercepted in the high slot, but turns into a breakout momentarily. Jackson knocked down. No penalty call. Looks like he may be hurt. He's going to go right to the bench. He took an awkward spill there. Hopefully he's okay. We have an offside there. That faceoff happened with about 9:20 to go. Waconia controls in their zone. They're looking to break out here, right on the near boards in front of us. Jack moves over to break that play up, and his D partner River swings the pass around, but the puck comes out to the high slot. Jack gets in the way. Damien tries to control. Late in the game here again, a lot of ice by the ice and snow. You can see Damien has to stick handle through the snow in front of the benches. Theo gets tripped, and there will be a call. That's going to be a power play for the Storm. So big opportunity here for Minneapolis. They get a power play with 8:46 left in the third, trailing by 2. See if they can get something to happen here. There is puck. Damien behind that. He's going to walk out. Oh, his shot. They just let him walk out, and his shot was saved by the goalie. But very passive penalty killing there. Damien again, he needs some help. Oh, he turns and shoots, and it's saved by the goalie. Storm change up their forwards here on the power play. Sam and Vincent and Bennett are out. It's Julian. Oh, that tip was saved by the Laconia goalie. That was tipped right to his 5-hole. Good save. Other face-off comes back to Elliott. Good hard shot. That's deflected. Rebound doesn't make it through. Oh, Waconia could have had a break, but their player fell down. That allows Elliott to cruise back. I think that's our old friend, number 43, yeah. He was hanging around at the blue line. Vincent, I would have had a break with Bennett and Sam, but he couldn't control that. Let's see what happens here. He sends a cross-ice pass to Sam, and kind of an unusual save there. The goalie went down and didn't use his stick, used his pad, and then covered it up with his glove. Now the D pair changes. Jack and River are out there. There's about 50 seconds left in the power play for the Storm, but there's a whistle. We're going to have a face-off down in the Storm zone. Shots on goal even now, 17 for each team. Storm again trying to take advantage of the last 40 seconds or so on this power play. They're down by 2 late here in the third place game. The O-Town Showdown tournament. There's Sam. He's got the puck. He's going to send it out front. Jack's going to cruise over on his backhand and try to get it deep, but that's intercepted, and these are 2 Laconia players. Luckily that was an icing though. Wow, they had 2 players back. Storm were being a little extra aggressive. Just 20 seconds left on the power play for the Storm. Waconia controls, and nobody went to get in the way of that player. They ice it. That's going to get us down to 10 seconds left here on the power play. That was a strange play. The player just held it, and nobody went to him. Back in action here. That puck pops over the blue line to River. He passes it to Silas. Silas got a little room here. Let's see what he can do. Oh, poke check though, and again the puck comes out. The player coming out of the penalty box was right on River. Jack has to retreat and try to send it out. That puck gets intercepted, and Jack is able to poke check that one. Waconia player falls. Puck comes out side the blue line here, right in front of us. Jackson tried to make a skate save there to break that up. He looks to be okay after that fall. Down to 6:16 to go. The Storm are trailing by 2 goals. Ooh, Sam, hard shot off his arm. Good save. Jackson comes in and knocks the guy down. That puck comes out of a mess of players. That's Silas who's moving out with Ben. They stay onside. Ben wasn't quite able to get that. He's going to have to go in against 3 players. which again has kind of been the story of the day. The Waconia team has been very aggressive and have really limited the chances. Julian tries to wrap that one around Ben to Silas. Oh, Silas just about had an open net, but a Waconia D-man got that puck out. Silas tries again. Silas now with Will on his wing, but Silas unable to get that pass across. Waconia moves out. 3-on-2. Oh, good save there. That was a nice pass. Good backhand try, but Sam stopped that one. So 5:17 to go. The face-off was controlled briefly by Damien, but now it's in front in the high slot. Bunch of players battling. Damien lays himself out to slightly or partially block that one, and then he's able to get a pass. He's got Theo with him. 2-on-2. Damien. Ooh, that shot got some trouble for the Waconia goalie. He made a save, but the rebound popped out. Another. Ooh, that hard shot actually hit Will, I think, high up on his stick and didn't make it through. Elliott, a good aggressive play here to keep the puck in. He's going to be able to get a good shot. Misses the net high and wide. Oh, rebound was sent in. I think that was Damien with a good hard shot. So Storm are getting some chances here, but time is definitely a factor. 4.5 minutes to go. They trail by 2 here in the third to Waconia. Third place in this tournament on the line. The winner will claim third in the convoluted tournament scoring system that only some of us understand. That puck is probably not going to make it all the way down. Julian, good hustle. Sam was right there to snag it, but Julian stays with it. Good effort to get back, get that puck. Now he's got a guy all over him. He's going to send this one out to Theo. Theo's got Damien breaking. Just missed him on the pass there. They've been out for a bit. They might be tired. Getting a lot of hockey this weekend for these guys. That puck's intercepted. And we'll have an offside with 3:41 left in the third. It's like a timeout here by the Storm. All right, timeout by the Storm, trying to figure out a way to cut into this 2-goal deficit late in the game. 3:32 left. Storm trail by 2. Waconia up 4-2. 5-on-5 right now. Battle in the corner along the boards to the point, but that's Bennett who had a shot. He just couldn't get it on net, so we go back to the other side, the far boards. River, Vincent are there. Bennett joins, Sam joins, everybody except Jack in on this little mess. Bennett emerges, good spin move to get away from a couple defenders. River has a chance here. His shot makes it through, but the Waconia goalie is able to stop it, and now the Storm are going to pull their goalie. Sam's going to head out of the net with 3 minutes even to go. So 6 attackers here. River's shot is sent in, stopped, and stopped again. I think that was Vincent who had a poke at it. .254 left. Storm have pulled their goalie. They have 6 attackers out here. Puck is behind the net. It almost popped out. Storm definitely need to have a couple players on the puck here, 2 or 3. This one, though, is sent to center. That was off Jack's stick, so River has to retreat. Waconia had too many players momentarily, and then the Storm unfortunately get called for icing, so Sam's going to have to hop back in at least for a little bit. So back we go into the Minneapolis zone. Oh, Elliott tried to lower the boom, and he got knocked over. This puck, luckily, a shot was not made. Storm again have to get this puck out of their zone so they can head down the other way like they're doing here. Pull Sam again. They have a 2-goal deficit to deal with 2:18 left in the third. Hard shot into the crest, the big W, and get another face-off. Sam is out of the net again. That face-off is knocked back outside into neutral ice again. There's an empty net. Julian's back trying to play goalie. Ooh, there was a high hit on Damien that goes uncalled. Vincent was out there trying to get that puck. We're down to 1:44 to go. Julian is trying to be the goalie because the empty net is there, and Waconia intercepts. Oh, big check by Sam. That long shot goes wide, but unfortunately a lot of action here in the Storm zone with nobody in their net. Now Bennett's able to control. He's going to look to pass. Storm come down 3-on-2. They stay onside. That long shot goes wide. Down to 1:18. Again, the Storm need 2 to tie. Elliott, long shot goes over the net. Vincent and Bennett, Damien, Sam, they're all out trying to get these shots on net that are hard to find with the Waconia defensive pressure. Again, this is one of the better teams the Storm have played this season. They've been tough all game. That shot doesn't make it through, and Waconia is going to again look at that open net. Long shot coming here. That's going to be an icing. The clock, well, now it stopped. It ran a little bit, but 47 seconds to go. Things are looking a little tough here for the Storm. Face off to the left of the Waconia goalie. Jack gets it. His shot is right off a shin pad. Oh, nice save there by River to keep that puck in. Vincent's trying to figure out where to go with that one. Damien gets it in the corner. He zings it out front. And there's a whistle. I don't know if the goalie knew where it was, but that face off is going to happen with 32 seconds left. Another face-off in the offensive zone. That puck heads through the crease. Ben sends this one back to Jack. Let's see if Jack can get this one through. Nope, that hit the player right in the chest. Very aggressive forwards here for Waconia when the puck's at the point. Oh, that puck was down. Ben Leno had a chance that was swept aside. Vincent down to 13 seconds to go. Waconia controls and they throw it out, and if that doesn't hit the net, that will be an icing. 4.5 seconds to go. There's a face-off again that ends up with another puck shutdown, but that's going to do it. Storm fall 4-2. Waconia ends up at third place. Storm gets fourth place. Good tournament, 2 ties, a win and a loss. A lot of hockey here this weekend, O-Town Showdown. So thanks for tuning in. Didn't end the way we hoped, but hey, that's what happens. So we'll be streaming next, I think on Tuesday of this week, but I'm not quite sure because I was just worried about this tournament for now. So thanks again. See you later.